The breaking news: Nicolas Jackson.
Nicolas Jackson.
Nicolas Jackson.
Nicolas Jackson le acompaña César Montes, sigue Nicolas, el recorte del senegalés, sigue Nicolas Jackson!
Right in the heart of Stamford Bridge's resurgence is their talented Senegalese forward, Nicolas Jackson, and he's currently having one of the most sensational debut seasons to start his Chelsea career. Talk about his intricate build-up play, his terrorizing eye for goals, and his unselfish act of creating goal-scoring chances for his teammates. It's safe to say that his talent and potential are undeniable, and he's heading up for the very top. However, Jackson's rise to top-flight football didn't just happen overnight. It took a lot of sweat, pain, and intense hard work. Jackson's journey from his humble beginnings to his breakout season with the Blues started back in the 20th of June 2001. Nicolas was born and raised in the small village of Bengal, Gambia by his father David and his mother Lynette. Jackson caught the football bug from a young age, and he believed that he would one day become a professional footballer. In the absence of fine green pitches, Jackson spent countless hours playing street football wearing a number 7 jersey of his idol Cristiano Ronaldo. Unfortunately, a huge obstacle was holding him back from fulfilling his footballing dream: his father David. Ever since I was young, I wanted to be a football player, but my family were more concerned with me going to school, and you have to listen to your parents, Jackson said. Regardless, he wouldn't let anyone take away his childhood dream, and at the age of 16, Jackson quit school and moved across the border to Ziguinchor, a small town in southern Senegal. Even though Jackson's footballing talent and flair for the game was apparent, it needed to be harnessed into something beautiful. So in 2017, Jackson joined a local Senegal club, ASC Tilene, where he needed just 15 minutes to impress his home fans. On his debut, Jackson played with so much grace and skill on the ball that the Tilene fans quickly nicknamed him the Senegalese Neymar, and from there on, it was clear that the Gambian youngster was destined for greatness. Jackson would lead the club to back-to-back regional club titles before moving to Casa Sport, a top club in the best division of Senegalese football the following year. The big league called for significant changes as Jackson's game had to be developed to translate on the big stages. However, his move to Casa Sport didn't start how he would have wanted. Badar Sarr, his former coach, once said, "I warned him that if he didn't change the way he played, he'd never make it at Casa Sport. He kept the ball too much and his play was undisciplined." Jackson hung in there and eventually found his way into the first team, a decision the fans and even the club management frowned upon. But there was something unique about Nicolas. He was a diamond in the rough that needed polishing tactically and athletically. Not long after, Jackson repaid the coach's faith in him and won everyone over in his first few games for his new club, and soon, everyone started raving about Jackson's immense potential. He was a great dribbler, a rare commodity in today's football, very fast, and could play with both feet as a number 10 or a number 9 or support striker, Jackson's former Casa Sports coach added. Nicolas Jackson had everything going for him technically and mentally. He was always focused and did everything to achieve his dreams. It took only 4 months before the forward had scouts from top European clubs asking about the talented Senegalese prodigy. In 2019, Jackson signed with Spanish giant Villarreal, where he was assigned to the B team to polish his raw talent into a superstar caliber striker. However, after spending his first few months in Villarreal's under-16 side, Jackson struggled to adapt to his new life in Spain. It wasn't always easy. I was on my own, different language which I didn't like. It took some time. I had never been in an academy before, never had that kind of football, Jackson once said. Still, Jackson kept his head down to learn, stayed focused, and held his footballing dream dear in his heart. The following year, he moved out on loan to Spanish second-tier side Mirandes, where he hoped to gain first-team minutes and experience. Unfortunately, he was plagued with injuries all season long. He failed to find his goal-scoring form and ended the 2020 to 2021 season with just a goal and 1 assist in 17 appearances. Jackson returned from his loan spell with a chip on his shoulder to prove everyone wrong and show the world what he was truly made of. Jackson continued representing Villarreal B-side in the Spanish 3rd Division, where his 7 goals and 8 assists ensured the side finished second and clinched promotion to the 2nd Division. In October 2021, Jackson made his first team in La Liga debut in Villarreal's 2-0 win over Real Betis and featured 8 more times for the Yellow Submarines. The talent was there, but all Jackson needed was a great manager like Unai Emery, who taught him a lot and changed his mindset and overall game. Despite making waves at the club level, Nicolas Jackson struggled to make any significant impact on the Senegalese national team. Jackson made his full international debut in Senegal's opening match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup, coming on as a second-half substitute in the 2-0 loss to the Netherlands. That was Jackson's only appearance at the tournament, as he was an unused substitute before Senegal lost out to England in the round of 16 stages. Jackson was also used as a late substitute at the 2023 AFCON tournament. He failed to manage a single goal or assist throughout the group stages as Senegal crashed out to the host Ivory Coast in the round of 16 knockout stages. In over 13 appearances for the Lions so far, Nicolas Jackson has registered only 1 assist and 0 goals. At the start of the 2022-23 La Liga season, Jackson broke into Villarreal's starting lineup in spectacular fashion, opening up his scoring account in the 3-0 win over Real Valladolid. With 2 more goal contributions before the 2023 January transfer window, Jackson saw interest from top teams overseas. First contact was from Southampton before Premier League side Bournemouth swooped in and brought the Senegalese forward to the Vitality Stadium. After the £22.5 million deal was agreed with Villarreal, Jackson flew to England to dot the I's and cross the T's and finalize his transfer move. Unfortunately, the transfer move collapsed after Jackson failed his medical because of an aggravated hamstring injury. All he could do was accept the dreadful situation, move on, and work hard in rehab to get back on his feet. And when he returned, Nicolas Jackson went on a crazy run of form and finished the season in style. 9 goals in 9 games saw the forward go on a 5-game run of scoring or assisting from April to May, an incredible feat that had named him as La Liga's Player of the Month for May 2023. Jackson ended the season finding the back of the net 13 times, adding on 5 assists in 38 appearances for Villarreal. He finally got his big break in the summer of 2023, making a £32 million big move to join the Blues on an 8-year deal that earned him about £150,000 weekly. The Premier League club was in the midst of a rebuild, and Nicolas Jackson was the perfect talented forward who could lead the lines for the young Chelsea team, a move many Chelsea fans grumbled about. His doubters soon became his fans after his impressive start to life in London during the 2023 preseason campaign. After a goal and assist in his first game against Brighton, he followed up with Chelsea's only goal in the 1-1 draw against Newcastle. His dazzling skills were on full display, leaving fans in awe and defenders in the dust with his cunning step-over and deception on the ball. In no time, Jackson's performances soon earned him comparisons to Chelsea's legendary striker Didier Drogba, with many making strong claims that he might live on to surpass the legend's Chelsea career. In August 2023, Nicolas Jackson made his Premier League debut at home against Liverpool on the opening day of the 2023-24 Premier League season. Jackson was immense in all facets of the game, causing Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate all sorts of problems throughout the game. Jackson also recorded 2 shots on goal, but missed 3 big chances in 90 minutes of action. 2 weeks later, Jackson opened his Premier League account with a poacher's finish to wrap up the 3-0 win at home to Luton Town. He would go on to score the game winner in the EFL Cup tie over Brighton before recording another goal in the 4-1 win over Burnley. In his first London derby against Spurs, Nicolas Jackson was a man on a mission, recording his first Premier League hat-trick in a 4-1 thriller in North London. Another goal against Manchester City took his tally to 6 goals for the season. Overall, Jackson was doing okay, but the real issue was how toothless and terrible he was in front of goal, constantly missing sitters and point-blank chances that make you wonder how he made it into the Chelsea team. Chelsea fans started grumbling, and the critics were on him anytime he made a wrong pass or failed to score a goal. I think I should have scored more with the chances I missed. I miss a lot, but I'm trying to create more chances and score more. Hopefully, it's going to be better, Jackson said. As the season continued, Jackson struggled for consistency, but he didn't stop working relentlessly on and off the ball for his team. All he needed to do was find his goal-scoring boots. Early into 2024, Jackson regained his form, scoring a goal each against Aston Villa and Leeds before assisting the opener in Chelsea's 4-2 win over Leicester to make it to the FA Cup semi-finals. He followed it up with a goal in consecutive Premier League games against Newcastle and Brentford. In the 6-0 annihilation of Everton, Jackson provided Palmer's opener before getting himself in the goal-scoring sheet right before the end of the first half. A few days later, Chelsea took a trip to Wembley to square up against Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-finals. Chelsea performed well against City, but Jackson's poor eye for goal cost his team again. Most of their chances fell to Nicolas Jackson, but he couldn't convert any of the chances as Chelsea lost out to Bernardo Silva's 84th minute dagger. As former Chelsea defender Stuart Pearce puts it, former Chelsea striker and club legend Didier Drogba sent out showing the youngster some encouragement. He said, "Keep your head high up and never stop working hard, it will pay off." Nicolas Jackson would bounce back with 4 goals in the next 3 games, scoring in the 2-0 win over Tottenham to take his goal tally against Spurs to 4, the highest any Chelsea player has ever recorded against Tottenham. 2 more goals in the emphatic 5-0 win over West Ham took his tally to 13 Premier League goals and 5 assists to make 22 goal contributions in all competitions for the season, overtaking Didier Drogba's 10 goals in his debut season back in 2004. What a season this guy's been having. With a completely fit Chelsea squad next season, Nicolas Jackson will look to build on the season and double up his goal contributions. At just 22 years old, trust me, there's so much to come. As the curtain draws close on the 2023-24 season, Chelsea fans will hope Nicolas Jackson can continue his current goal-scoring form into the coming season. Will Nicolas Jackson live up to be the striker Chelsea have wanted for so long, or will he be just another one in Chelsea's long list of unsuccessful number 9s? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And while you're here, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to get exciting football videos.